It was almost a carbon copy of the last shot that he played. Dirtback's first over, but they had the cover sweeper out. That sweeper's very square.
To be a single. Had to be a single. Well done, Imran Tahir.
Yeah, without a doubt. Tahir, not the most agile of fielders in the side, but had to make a bit of distance to his right, knew the dive had to come out. Eskenazi was just waiting for Sterling to call him through.
He's got to walk in though. He's standing there like he's in the slips. He's on the ring. Nick, diving forward, folks, not sure. They look straight to the square leg umpire. Peter Hartley going to confer. Imagine they're going to take it upstairs, but look for the soft signal. Soft signal is out. Bateson, the third umpire. Folks, you saw him ready. He took the catch and then straight away he looked up to say he wasn't sure himself. Curran front foot is absolutely fine. Gave himself a little bit of room. Crowd go up for the nick. That's not what we're on about. Have a look here now. Looks like it's hit the ground just before.
Yeah, from our position in the pod, we're sitting right along the line of probably a fourth slit. It felt as if it carried, but then from the angle in front, looks as if that Kookaburra ball has taken a bit of turf before getting into the gloves. That will be Middlesex crowd will be more than happy to see.
Yeah, fair enough from folks. He didn't go over the top with the celebration at all. He just wasn't sure.
Always difficult to judge it too when you're coming forward. Even harder as well when you've got the gloves on. You can't get that real feel of the ball in the hands. Did it hit the fingers first, the palm?
Good angle. That angle from left arm round really cramping you for room. I suppose the decision you make if you're someone like Sterling is whether you try and get across and you flick him into the leg side over mid-wicket, something like that. Dangerous trying to give yourself room.
I think if Sterling does look to go aerial, wouldn't be thinking pretty much sort of mid-wicket through to mid-on. Fielders up in that zone.
Full toss, man busy out of deep cover, doesn't matter. Jordan Clark can't get anywhere near that.
This is why he's such a good player, Sterling. He had the two half volleys that he absolutely drilled to the sweeper on the boundary square of the wicket. Then he knows that he gets that full toss. He can get straight through the line of the ball. He made the adjustment.
That is really short. Yeah, no ball. Don't mind bowlers trying the no ball. Generally, I think you should be pretty lenient. Can't with that, though.
Yeah, you don't mind at the end of the over too, because you're still not too sure as a batter, do you? You've got to get a short ball, the fuller one. Roll at the start of the over, you know you've got a lot of full-length deliveries to go.
Might be a couple. Three overs done, 21 for 1.
Yeah, crowd just starting to fill up now as well. Why wouldn't they want to be coming in? Get the opportunity of watching that guy go about his business, AB de Villiers. He's got to head back to South Africa, but he'll be back for the end of the round games and finals if Middlesex make it.
sinking AB de Villiers. Probably wide eyed putting up with Nasser Hussain. He won't stop texting me. He's all over me, the fella. Another Tom Curran on at the other end.
I think he's like all of us. We just mentioned how special it is walking in here. Every time you speak to him about joining up with Middlesex, it's almost the first thing he says. He said, you know, growing up in South Africa, and you look at the home of cricket, if I ever got the opportunity of playing county cricket or cricket over here, it was always wanting to be with Middlesex. He's got that opportunity now. He's just letting it all soak in.
Been impressed with Curran. He's had a very up and down blast. Extraordinary figures at times and then gone the journey at others. Welcome viewers on Main Event. You are joined us at the London Derby, Middlesex versus Surrey. Surrey talk about how they haven't had success in this competition for a while actually, and a lot of it down to the fact they haven't been planning as much. They haven't really been going into games with real clear plans for each batsman, for every opposition. They've sort of sat down and thought, right, we need to put this right. Seeing different fields, different plans, constantly changing things throughout the power play as well with who's bowling. This time, no problems with the catch, but Jeff Evans doesn't think he's hit it.
You can see what Sterling was trying to do there, moving across the crease, trying to open up that onside. It got on him very quickly. I think it was through the gloves, and it's hit him on the left hip, off the thigh pad, ballooned up. Just whether or not it maybe deflected off the glove onto the thigh pad.
Got that aeroplane celebration going a long way. Brilliant batting. Gave himself a lot of room. Showed the stumps. And then just creamed it through the offside.
So many players favour movement at the crease to one side or the other. What we're seeing here from Paul Sterling is more than happy to go either to the offside or on this occasion to the onside. That causes headaches for the bowler. What's he going to do next? Where should I put this ball?
Oh, could be bang in front, yes. Went right across his stumps that time, but didn't find the middle of the bat. That looked absolutely plump.
A little bit of cat and mouse between batter and bowler on this occasion. It was nice and steady, Sterling. That's important when you do move around the crease. However, get bat on it. Curran gets the wicket of Sterling after being pummeled through the offside. It's a good fight back from him. Sterling goes for 16 and Middlesex 26 for 2.
I think he's got out there before the crowd have realised. AB de Villiers to the crease. The best there's ever been in this format, AB de Villiers. This is why he's here. Sterling went right across his stump. 3/4 of the way up through middle. Dangerous player gone, dangerous player now at the crease. Another change of bowling, Ricky Clark.
Big challenge now for Ricky Clark too, and most senior players going around. Hasn't picked up a wicket yet in this Vitality T20 blast. Probably claim it if your first wicket was AB de Villiers.
Yeah, you can pretty much stop there. So much time.
It's crazy good, isn't it? I had the pleasure of watching him go about his business for quite some time now in the IPL. Really, I'll do anything to make sure I can get down to a training session and see how he goes about it. It is completely different to the way in which Virat Kohli goes about things.
This is what the umpire saw, umpire Cam. I reckon you'll have tougher decisions to make as an umpire. Look at Mr. Burns in the background, brilliant. Not got his glasses on.
It's a little bit Captain Serious there too. Oh, Eskenazi pushing back for the second. That's very sharp running, and it's created the overthrows, and he'll get 6.
Well, I tell you, I reckon that's some pretty ordinary cricket from all concerned. Wasn't great running. There was serious amounts of ball watching going from the batsman. Just have a look at this. Imran Tahir with the throw. Then, folks, but actually, nobody was backing up. De Villiers was well gone. All he was doing was just watching what was happening at the other end. See him there, just ball watching all the way. Half a chance. Ricky Clark get back to the stumps. You still could have got him out. There's some pretty average cricket all round that. That's a lot better. Very easy paced pitch, you say, seeing shots like that. Wasn't that short.
I think he's got confidence in this pitch too. You can see that ball, shortish delivery, but pulled it off the front foot. More than happy to get to that position. That means that typically he's going to be hitting forward of the wicket.
Well, I'm not sure that is that over has gone for 14, 40 for 2.
Want to be on that plane to Japan? This is the time to state your claim and prove your worth. The white of England, the red of Wales, terrific occasion. Play hard or stay home.
The Quilter Internationals, England v Wales, Sunday from 1, live on Sky Sports.
Tahir once again. He's going to swing around though.
Just edged away for 4, no slipping. South Africa to South Africa. This is a big battle. Tahir's been brought on for de Villiers. No real turn here, just opening the face. He'll take the boundary.
Just a reminder too, Tahir did get de Villiers just a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, what a shot. Up and over, wide mid-off. Into out. Back-to-back boundaries for de Villiers.
The fact that he got him out in the last game, I don't think will be entering his mind whatsoever. Yes, that's nice. Almost feel blessed that he didn't get run out in the last over.
Flicked away. Will that go all the way? Not quite. There was that de Villiers shimmy to leg and then got back into position. This is what they came to see, the Middlesex anyway.
Whoever's working on that Jubilee line, get it fixed now. Get the Middlesex fans here. Because AB is not only in town, he's out in the middle.
12 from 3. Just knocks it. De Villiers wants 2. Is Eskenazi quick enough? No.
And straight away what AB de Villiers has done, said to Jane Dernbach, what are you going to do to here for the next over? So Dernbach thinking about bowling rotations as well as field placements.
Picked the wrong one. Just knocked it for one. That's when you get boundaries early on in the over, you don't really need to panic. When you're batting with de Villiers, you don't need to panic.
See the back of the hand facing towards Eskenazi. That's the cue for him to know the ball pitch and move into him.
Everyone up on that offside. That's why he gives himself room. Does he get it past mid-off? No. End of the over, 54 for 2.
Well, it's a perfect start for Surrey because they got the in-form captain out in the very first over. That just fell short. Had to go up to the third umpire. Folks straight away said he wasn't 100% sure. Sterling was timing the ball very nicely, moving around the crease until it was his undoing. And then Mr. 360 comes to the crease.
End of the power play. Introduction of 41-year-old Gareth Batty.
Leading wicket taker for Surrey so far this season. Rob Key was right, there's just this real buzz around Lords at the moment.
Different styles out there. T20 cricket is not about technique, but Eskenazi stays high against the spinner. The best players spin, get a little bit low and pick length. Just when you're watching Eskenazi, watch how high he is in his stance. He's quite a tall man anyway. Stays upright, comes down. Yeah, 2 dots. Now he's fretting. There's no boundary early in this over. One of the great players at the other end that he doesn't want to keep away from the strike. Pressure builds. No, run out chance. Gone. Absolutely gone. That was all from 2 dots. That was all from de Villiers at the other end. And Eskenazi succumbs to pressure.
Well, you called it, Nass. You could feel something just building here. Was it going to be a risky shot? No, it was a risky run. There was no way known Eskenazi was going to force AP de Villiers to run on through. He departs for 21 and Middlesex 56 for 3.
Cut! Great energy! On my cue, can you stop and show me the number 1? Cut! Cut! Now stand still. Cut! He is going to stop, right?
He never stops. He's Mr. Energizer.
I I've got an idea.
Energizer Max Plus, our longest-lasting alkaline.
One of the biggest cheers of the evening. World Cup winning captain, Owen Morgan. What a great moment for him. Goes down to de Villiers. And all of Lords there applauding Morgan to the crease. 3.5 weeks ago, he was lifting the world. His job is to get a score for Middlesex.
I thought it was compulsory stand and applause at Lords.
Every time he goes out to bat,
time, exactly.
Anywhere in England, all stand for the great man. Brilliant from Batty, really good. 2 singles, a run out in the over, 56 for 3. There was no run there. Mid-wicket in the background there is fairly deep, but he hit it and he was off, and I think de Villiers realised he'd have been struggling. Middlesex probably have lost 1 wicket too many in these first 7 overs. Strike rate's pretty good. They're 2 best players at the crease right now. Milan went cheaply, so these 2 got to build a partnership. Kumar's next to me.
Yeah, the game's well set for AB de Villiers to try and take this game deep. He's been showing us glimpses of why he's the best T20 player in the world.
Just dipped on him a fraction. Long on will come round. Maybe hunting a pair. He'll flick it to Dernbach. No, he does it himself. Tom Curran.
Yeah, full toss. Not very challenging for AB de Villiers, but left-hand, right-hand combination as well. Imran Tahir is such an important player. In a Surrey bowling to a right-hander will always fancy their chances, but with Morgan in and in good form, they'll be thinking twice.
Meticulous with their field. Left-hander on strike now. Trying to protect the shorter boundary to your right there, towards the tavern. So it's probably going to bowl pretty straight, slightly longer hit leg side. No width, good shot though. Strokes it through the offside. Be a couple.
Just by looking at that shot, looks a good pitch. Not much moisture. Jay Dernbach at the toss, and there could be a little bit of moisture there, but it's looked pretty good. Not as quick as probably the fast bowlers would like it. But definitely the batsmen that made it seem to be very, very easy paced.
Pulled away. They all like a short ball against Morgan nowadays when he first comes in. Sure, Curran's quick enough to trouble him.
The big boundary on that side as well. Really long, big gaps to try and not just get your boundaries, but also get twos. The more you get your singles and twos in the strike rotation, the boundaries come. It's been brilliant watching AB de Villiers ever since he came, how he just played around with the field and the bowlers, especially in that power play.
His Yorker in on that occasion. De Villiers just knocks it for 1.
We had it there with AB when we used to play at international career. He was walking all around to try and keep attacking the stumps and hope and pray that he misses one. He rarely did, but that was one way of trying to stay in control when he's trying to maneuver you and bowl into his areas, trying to pick a spot and stick to it. The power play becomes really difficult. He's so good at just moving around and then quickly getting back into position just at the moment of delivery.
That's a good shot, gets it past mid-off. He looks in good touch to Zoe Morgan. 11 from the over, 67 for 3.
That's really well played, hit through the line, get into the gap. And the outfield is fast enough to take it to the boundary, but just the last delivery of an over is such a crucial delivery. It's actually advantageous to even have a set play to tell the batsman what you're trying to do and just try and minimize damage.
Pretty even game here at Lord's. Two big rivals, Middlesex, Surrey, 67 for 3 after 8. Stuart Law, Middlesex coach, on the back right of the dugout. He'll want these two to go long and build a partnership. They will not score slowly, these two.
Gareth Batty's ball well. He's got the long boundary, bowling to the right-hander. Owen Morgan might be looking at this shorter boundary. He's really good at sweeping and slog sweeping the spinners. It is a risk. There's quite a lot of overs still to bat. Sometimes in T20 cricket you get carried away and you think, well, you're always under time pressure. The overs are going quickly. But still 8.1 overs. Enough time to really get into this game with the partnership.
Two men there for the reverse sweep for Batty against Morgan. Gets it past extra cover again. Should be a couple. Just tucked him up. Batty will be watching de Villiers' feet very carefully, very quick on his feet. He has that little shimmy occasionally to seamers and spinners. Sometimes he brings itself back in, uses it almost as its trigger movements, get him into the shot.
It's all about exploiting the field. He looks at the field and he thinks, okay, I need to be in this position against this bowler. And just like that, move around and get the bowler to bowl into the area that he wants. He moves to the leg side, you bowl on the stumps, he goes to the offside or he slog sweeps you. If you follow him with a short square leg up, he goes conventional sweep and goes over the fielder. Very smart. He doesn't do it all the time, but only when he really wants to and needs to.
Wide or no wide? Yeah, given. Batty's having a word.
Very harsh. Very harsh. You can do a Joff Raj and try and ripper that.
Yorkie to Yorkie there. Peter Hartley's been round forever, so has Gareth Batty. Been very good here, Batty. He's bowled 11 deliveries, 4 dots, just 9 runs.
An interesting length that he's bowling as well. He's trying to stay away from a fuller length to both batsmen, especially the left-hander. Mindful of that shorter boundary on the leg side. Seems to be working. 51.2 miles per hour, quite slow through the air. The ball seems to be just sticking in. 75 for 3 after 9.
I know every instinct is telling you to go in there, but you just need...
Point agents on the street, Bell and Zidane.
We need to secure this area immediately.
Just shut down half the city, and I can't open it up until we know it's safe.
The brand new series of FBI starts tonight at 9 on Sky Witness.
What a great shot that is. One of the greatest cricket grounds in the world, probably the greatest. Resplendent, the sunshine. Storms are brewing, but at the moment, absolutely perfect conditions. 170 the par in the last couple of years here at Lord's. They're on track for something around about that.
Talking about storms, this just seems to be the calm before that comes and ends, especially with A.B. de Villiers. Seems to be just setting himself up for a charge here. Very circumspect, taking the singles and offer, not really going big in terms of risk. Morgan needs to contribute as well. It's so important. One batsman's quiet, the other one takes charge.
buzz, isn't there, around Lords? Different atmosphere you get here. You can hear it from the pod. Bit of chat going on. It's a bit. At the Oval and at Lords. Real feel about it. Good cricketers on show, great cricketers on show.
That's such a varied crowd as well. Different ages, young kids, boys and girls in to watch the cricket. It's brilliant.
Slower ball. He's always had a good slower ball. Sometimes he's overused it, Jade Dernbach. Gets dip on it.
What's happened too? Many a ball around the world, Nash. Once you settle into a variation, sometimes you just replace your stock delivery with it. It becomes a problem for you. I've seen it with Mullader with his Dusra. He overballed it at times. The googly with some bowlers, they lose the turn off their leg spinner when you settle into the googly too much. Jade Dernbach needs to balance it out, bowl it at the right time. Sometimes difficult as a batsman, as if any short boundary, just can't stop thinking about it. Sometimes just takes over your focus and you lose sight of the fact that there are other areas of the ground. Left-hand, right-hand combination makes it a little bit easier for Middlesex.
See that test pitch there, covered. Green tarpaulin, that's the middle. That's wrong. The fact that we are 3 strips to the right of that shows the short boundary. That side for Morgan, over mid-off. Another slower ball. But it was a full toss and it was put away.
Yeah, one variation too many. This is a very poor ball. You don't want to bowl a rank full toss to any batsman. Easy pickings for Morgan. He chose the harder option actually to wait for it and go mid-off. It would have been very easy to try and drag it leg side towards the longer boundary. Very smart batting. You reckon colour's the same under the tarpaulin? Dark green.
7 from that over, 82 for 3. Halfway through, we said par score around about 170. Really depends how long these two occupy the crease.
From here onwards, 170 is a tough ask, isn't it? The par score, especially with the dimensions of the ground. Yes, you have a shorter side, but if the bowlers are smart, they can take you the longer way.
Gareth Batty, the pick of the bowlers so far, 2 overs for 10. Gets it past extra cover, long off, tries to get round. They'll have to have a look at that. Some fancy footwork. Pope in the deep. Owen Morgan said on interview to me earlier how to protect. These are the areas that are longer, the bigger hit. Feet, okay there. What about now when he does a bit of a dance? Well, I think he's okay. Third umpire says fine. 2 runs saved.
There we go, looking for the shorter side, trying to go through extra cover. There's actually quite a big gap between long on and deep mid-wicket. A nice little angle to try and chip over short mid-wicket. Boundary 2 or 3 is a great option. The David de Villiers, he likes to do the tough things.
Oh! No. Feet stayed in. Morgan definitely thinking slog sweep.
Just brilliant from Gareth Batty again. Just the length that he bowls. He's changed his pace up really well. The ball's just been sticking in the pitch a little bit. That one kept a bit low, but that length again, it's not right up to that foot or the pad. It's doubly difficult to slog sweep.
Reverse comes. Brilliant shot. Brilliant hands.
Brilliant by Owen Morgan, especially with that length that was being bowled. He's put away the slog sweep and he's taken over the option of the reverse sweep, and it's set up really nicely for him. Didn't really go too far down in terms of the trajectory of the ball and the bounce to meet it. That's beautiful execution.
Will be a wide. 100-year discussion that between Batty and Hartley. And it's missed by Folkes, and that'll go away. 4 byes.
Yeah, it's a very, very rare miss by Ben Folkes. Probably, or definitely, is the best wicketkeeper going around in England. And he won't be happy with himself. He demands a lot of himself in terms of wicket-keeping. I'd like to forget that one.
Flip leg side. Very good over for Middlesex. 13 from it, 95 for 3.
What's the use of crying? You'll find that life is...
We don't just engineer to a spec. We engineer to a feeling. The all-new Mazda 3.
Just smile.
Two big guns at the crease, 39 from 27, the partnership between these two. 8 and over will take them up to 167, and par score here of about 172 since 2017. It's been a rough score here between these two teams over the last couple of years. It's been around that 160 to 170 mark.
Let's just look at these two batsmen. They haven't looked frenetic at the crease, but they're both striking at 150 plus. And it's just been through really good batting. Making sure they get runs off the good balls. They run their 1s and 2s. They hit the occasional boundary. And the runs keep coming. These look very dangerous at the moment. And this partnership continues up to about the 17th, 18th overs. They're looking probably at that 184 to 190 mark.
Amy de Villiers has played some glorious shots already, just manipulating the field, working it to the offside, to the leg side, just having a quick look at that shorter boundary over to the leg. Well bowled.
Great running by Owen Morgan as well, was quick off the mark, called well. That's a stock, slower delivery, back of the hand, seam up, sticking in the wicket. The Middlesex bowlers will be watching this display, the spinners, Salter, Sterling, of course, Helm, Toby Rowland-Jones. They'll be trying to understand one of the best deliveries to bowl on this particular pitch.
Good connection and 4.
Yeah, well executed, hit it well in front of square. 2 set for the short ball, a deep fine leg, a deep square leg, but it's an easy pace pitch. Bowling round the wicket, even though the angles dictate that it'll go more towards the finer side. Opening up that front foot and hitting it well square. Almost expected it, didn't he?